You good? Gosh, this is a little bit scary, which is quite ironic because I guess that's what my conversation with you all is about today. It's about facing fears. It's about getting on with it. It's about not being stuck in your comfort zone, and it's a big lesson I've really had to learn over the past year. Because actually, next week, on May the 25th, 2016, it'll be a year since I took over the Live Lounge from Fearne. Woo! Hey! Thanks, appreciate you listening. Which is weird because, the year's gone by so quickly, and, it's a job that I love to do every day, and it's an absolute joy and it's an absolute blessing. But the process and the drama that led up to me sort of saying yes was quite something. So I want to take you back to February of 2015 and imagine there is this girl sat in a room and she's opposite three people, two of them being her bosses, who's stood over there, hi Big Boss Ben, and Big Boss Reese, and another one of those people being one of my agents, and the girl was just there thinking in her head, no. She's not Meghan Trainor. She's just going, no. That girl was me. And this was after I had been offered one of the biggest jobs in UK radio, the 10 to 1 slot on Radio 1, the slot that belongs to Fearne Cotton, the slot that, is the Live Lounge. It's an iconic radio job. And I had been offered to it. And in my mind, I was just thinking, no, I can't do it. That's all I was thinking. And even though it was such a great opportunity and such a moment, my initial reaction, to be honest, was just to run out of the door. I didn't feel capable. And that's why I wanted to say no, because, I'd been doing radio for a little while, but I was comfortable doing what I was doing. So before that job offer had come through, I was on 1Extra at the time. I was doing the weekend breakfast show, so I do that 2 days a week, and I was also doing the chart show on Radio 1. I was doing voiceovers here and there, and I remember at the time thinking, do you know what? I'm really happy with my life, how it is. I do my couple shows on radio on 1Extra. I got my Radio 1 gig doing the chart. Like, it's fine. Don't need the boat rocked. I see my mates in the week. I could do voiceovers here and there. Like, this is cool. I'm a pretty under the radar type of person. I don't need any change in my life. I'm happy with where I am, and to get that offer kind of it changed everything, because I think often in life we have set plans and we think things have to go in an ABC order, and you know what? That's not life. That's not reality. Sometimes it goes CVA, and life isn't as structured as sometimes we want it to be. And I think in getting that offer, I think I had a bit of a fight or flight situation, because I think the thing I love about the British mentality and our kind of sense of humour and the way we deal with things is that we're quite self-deprecating. You can have a laugh, but sometimes it's like, okay, you're really great, this is really cool, but don't get too ahead of yourselves now, or go for your dreams, reach for the stars, but stay in your lane, don't get a bit too big-headed or whatever. And I think that's always been one of my biggest fears. I never want to become somebody that I don't like. That's always it's always something that's ticking away in my brain. And I think with success, there can be a lot of trappings, and, and working in the media, there's lots of silly and fun perks to be enjoyed. But I'll be very honest and say I've seen some of the loveliest people become absolute, okay, I know this is getting filmed, so let me just say, not nice people, through success in this industry. And I think that was another big fear of mine. And yeah, like I said, I was comfortable, and the person that I was being asked to follow in this job is really famous. Like, Fearne is as lovely as the days are long, and she's a very, very well-known person. Like, I remember there were times when I would walk behind her, coming in and out of work, and you just see the paps go crazy, and just overheard just eating a sandwich outside the studio or whatever, and seeing what jumper she was wearing. And I remember thinking, I'm not sure if I want that. I had a kind of panic of thinking, I don't want my life to change. I don't want my life to change. I like what I'm doing. This is loads more people, and I don't want them all kind of critiquing what I do. And yeah, I think the panic of everything that could be just made me think this isn't for me. And I had to have a really long conversation with myself, and I had to think, okay, but why are you so scared though? Like, what, you don't work hard to achieve nothing. You don't work hard to get to a point and think, okay, there's not more I can do, because I think we can we can always push ourselves. You know, I think often when we're really comfortable, we don't really get a lot of stuff done. And I think it's really easy to get set in your ways and not to get the best out of yourself, and you don't throw yourself into situations when you're really afraid. And I remember there was a really scary moment when I actually had to tell my old boss at KISS that I was leaving to join the BBC. Now that was a really scary moment because, again, it was all about comfort. I was comfortable at my old station, and I was friends with everyone there, and I was just really happy. And I didn't want to rock the boat, but when the BBC come knocking, you don't really say no. And I remember sitting down with my old boss at the time and telling him, okay, I'm going to leave a show that I do Monday to Friday that's on a really big commercial station to go to a digital station and do 2 days a week. This is when I was leaving to go to KISS to 1Extra, and I remember absolutely bricking it before that chat. But again, that fear actually felt quite exciting because I knew I was going to be pushing myself to do something new and to progress onto, cliche alert, the next chapter. To quote, I'd like to call her the most cerebral pop star out there. To quote Rihanna, life's too short to be sitting here vulnerable because people are going to talk whether you do bad or good. But it's true. I think there's no point kind of letting the opinions of others detract you from what you truly want to achieve in life. But most importantly, I just want you to know that you are your best cheerleader. So carry on cheering yourself on, and hug the person who sat next to you. All right, no, seriously, please do that. Hug your friends. Okay, bye. Bye.